Nearly 1/3 of Louisiana's voters are black, but the state legislature has refused twice to create another minority congressional district to represent those voters.
Now, the Legislative Black Caucus is hosting public meetings around the state. WGNO's Anna McAllister was at one tonight in Mid-City. Anna.
Kurt, Susie, leaders discussed several issues that the state is facing, but one of the most important topics they talked about tonight was the issue of getting more minority congressional leadership for the state of Louisiana. State leaders took the floor, addressing residents about some of the hurdles they're trying to overcome at the state capitol. A main topic of discussion was the redistricting process and how it's affecting the representation of people of color across the state.
The minority population in Louisiana has increased, and the minority is 1/3 of the state. So we went into this redistricting session with the hopes of getting 1/3 of the congressional districts, which would have been 2 out of the 6 districts that we have. And we still only have 1. That one minority congressional leader is Congressman Troy Carter, who State Representative Newell says is the voice of all minority residents in the state. But she says there needs to be another minority representative for the north part of Louisiana. People up north should not have to call a guy from New Orleans to talk about and help them with their concerns. Newell says they're now waiting on the Supreme Court to rule in order for the possibility of getting another minority congressional leader. State leaders also discussed insurance reform and how they're trying to help with rising rates.
One of the bills that I was fortunate enough to get passed to work with the commissioner was Act 69, which actually increased the amount of capital and surplus that is required of insurance companies.
Leaders also addressed their fight for women's reproductive rights and marijuana legalization. But they say they can only do so much, with only a fraction of the residents hitting the polls.
I believe that anybody can be in a position to be elected if we do more as a community to get them elected. We are allowing a very small number of people decide how the entire state will live.
And there will be another discussion tomorrow night in Marrero, and next week there will be a meeting in Gonzales. Kurt, Susie?
Anna McAllister live in Mid-City. Thank you, Anna.